see, I made the I made that with Midjourney. Because you can animate the Midjourney. Let's get my coffee here. All right. Have you heard this? The UK actually arrested a comedian. Yes, arrested him for making a joke about a transgender guy getting hit in the nuts if he barged into women's spaces. You know, even so. I mean, it's a little over the top there, right? But they threw him in jail over a tweet for crying out loud. And honestly, I've heard more offensive stuff in fortune cookies. It's not even an offense. I mean, have you looked in the comment section of the YouTube videos? That was nothing. It's ridiculous. So if mean tweets are illegal, half the internet would be on death row by now. It's just not. That's just. There's some kind of hypocrisy happening here because there's no way that law is being evenly applied. I mean, they're like lock them up, but dude, mean tweets are X's entire business model. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna look at all the tweets on X. You're gonna close down it doesn't make any. Meanwhile, worse things are said every 30 seconds in a YouTube comment section. Usually by a dude named something like XX420 Cheese Gremlin 69XX or something like that. I mean, and I'm starting to be thinking here, wow, there's definitely a double standard for us boring old white heterosexual people for the most part. I mean, look at it. Look at the common things that we're watching on the mainstreams here. Let me see if I can. I tried to put a video in here, but now it won't click on it because I have. Oh, you're messing with my flow, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to. What if I click on it up? No, it doesn't do it. Dang it! I gotta practice my presentation skills. What I need to do. It doesn't have the pointer. See, then I click on it. Boom.
Along with the constant denigration of the male character.
I'm a narcissist.
The titular male character.
So that's just some samples of people getting hit in the nuts, like on you know the popular TV shows, and it's like you've got superheroes with literal like god powers blasting brass knuckle nut shots straight into the camera, and like no one seems to mind. But in the UK you can't make a joke if you give her your junk a pet pronoun name, right? You can hit people anytime you want, but if you give your junk a pet pronoun name, then it's like no. It's like you can call your little Willie, you can call it Little Willie, and it's open season. But if you call him Little Lily, well then you're untouchable by the law. Untouchable. I mean nobody would cancel a female Thor if she put her hammer on Loki's crotch, crushing testicles for all of eternity, for crying out loud. There's no outrage. Where's the think piece titled The Testicular Crisis of the MCU? But if Loki had trans testicles, well now, that would be another story. Especially if they were foreign trans testicles. Those testicles are safer in the UK than garlic bread at a vampire buffet. No matter where the possibly crazy dude decides to put them, for crying out loud. In any case, forget Infinity Wars, it's infertility wars at this point. In a world where no man is safe from the low blow, Marvel presents Avengers, Growing Wars. But if you're a trans dude, then this so doesn't this is a little bit upsetting. This kind of makes me angry here. Is it just me, or would you be more okay with this guy getting hit in the nuts with an anvil than the last guy? I mean, it's not oppressive to stand up for the God-given natural rights, reality, and equality under the law. No, that's not oppression. Quite the opposite. It's called freedom. Something I think the land of Locke would know. In order to stand together, protecting ourselves from the true oppressors and totalitarian type government regimes, I truly hope and believe it's something the nation which birthed the blessing, the ideas of modern Western liberty into the Western world and beyond would remember it. And then some, try another click thing here.
A child with an axe, a knife in her hand, alone in the street, making her stand. But the chains of the state came crashing down. They jailed the innocent, let predators prowl.
Okay, there. Let me try it again. I'm gonna try it again. I gotta practice my intro and then the moving into the video. So practice session. Try it again. You botched it up. Okay. Wait a second. Okay, here we go. One more time. All right. Have you heard this? The UK actually arrested a comedian. Yes, arrested him for making a joke about a transgender guy getting hit in the nuts if he barged into women's spaces. I mean, they threw him into jail over a tweet. A tweet! And honestly, I've heard more offensive stuff on fortune cookies. I mean, tweets are illegal. If tweets are illegal, half the internet would be on death row by now. It's ridiculous. Lock them up? But dude, mean tweets are X's entire business model, for crying out loud. Meanwhile, worse things are being said every 30 seconds on YouTube's comment section, usually by some dude named XX420 Cheese Gremlin 69XX. And I'm sitting here thinking, wow, there's definitely a double standard for us boring heterosexual males. I mean, check this tape out, for crying out loud.
Along with the constant denigration of the male character.
Touch. Okay. I'm a narcissist.
The titular male character.
I mean, there doesn't seem to be any problems with hitting people in the nuts on the famous movies these days, as long as the proper person in their mind getting hit. I mean, you've got superheroes with literal god powers blasting brass knuckle nut shots straight into the camera. No one seems to mind, but in the UK, you can't make a joke if you give your joke a pet pronoun name, for crying out loud. How can that work? You call him Little Willie and it's open season on Little Willie. But hey, if you call him Little Lily, hey, you're untouchable by the law. Untouchable. I mean, nobody would cancel female Thor if she put her hammer on Loki's crotch, crushing testicles for all of eternity. That'd be like, all right, whatever. I mean, where's the outrage? Where's the think piece titled The Testicular Crisis of the MCU? But if Loki had trans testicles, well now, that would be another story, wouldn't it? Especially if they were foreign trans testicles. Oh, those testicles are safer in the UK than garlic bread at a vampire buffet, no matter where the possibly crazy dude decides to put them. Forget Infinity Wars, it's infertility wars. In a world where no man is safe from the low blow, Marvel presents Avengers, Groin Wars. But if it's a trans person, then it's all different, right? Then, doesn't this scene is kind of annoying? This would be kind of annoying in the MCU. I think that would kind of ruin the whole genre right there. I mean, Is it just me, or would you be more okay with this guy getting hit in the nuts with an anvil than the last guy? It's not oppressive to stand up for God-given natural rights, reality, and equality under the law. No, that's not oppression. Quite the opposite. It's called freedom. I would think it'd be something I think the land of Locke would know about. In order to stand together, protecting ourselves from the true oppressors and totalitarian type government regimes, I truly hope and believe it's something the nation which birthed the blessing, the ideas of modern Western liberty into the Western world and beyond would remember at some time soon.